what I really love about Mexico, especially down here in the Baja. You can be walking down the road and it's a desert. There are cactus and it's dry and it looks like nothing lives here. And you turn the corner and there's a little oasis of palm trees. I believe they are date palms, if we remember correctly. And this is just beautiful oasis down here. It's amazing. Check this place out.
Well, it's been good, and it's been fun, and it's been rolly, so it's time to get out of here. The wind's picked up nicely. We probably have about 15 knots out there, so we might get some nice downwind sailing going on. This is a beautiful little oasis in the desert. Cute, colorful homes, friendly people again, good food. We're heading off to unknown areas for us. And not so many towns, so this is gonna be fun.
Almost ran into a well. He was probably 10 feet off our bow. I had to turn away from the guy to get out of the way. It was pretty cool to see him though. There's a lot of wildlife out here, which is amazing. Now, if we only knew what kind of whales we were looking at. This is some lazy, easy sailing right now. We got 10 to, I don't know, 12 knots behind us, dead downwind, little 2-foot chop. Main's up, jibs furled in, fenders on, feet are kicked up. This is easy. This is great. This is how it should be every time. Pretty sure that was an old abandoned well. I hope it was abandoned because that water was nasty. It was all green and slimy. All right, so we just set anchor in Kalita, Nopolo. It's a very small anchorage. There's no other boats around. It's not very popular. And I don't know why. I think this place is amazing.
Yeah, just a little donkey path off of the beach, less than a quarter mile. I mean, just a little walk. And we found old remnants of the first guy that settled here, his house, his cave that he kept his boat in, a boat that's a hollowed out wood boat, which was really cool, canoe. And then we're just kind of walking down the wash and we're finding an old cemetery where he's buried and some other people. It's amazing. He was born in 1840s.
1849.
1849?
When he was born and settled this place.
Yeah, and so it's just cool to be in a place that has been here this long, that's inaccessible except for by boat, and it's still here. His descendants live over on the other side of the wash. What a oasis. It's beautiful.
Yeah, there's all these palm trees laying around. There's water. These old abandoned foundations.
Burrows.
Burrows or burrows. There's an old well. I think this place is worth a stop. It should be on everybody's list.
So many birds.
A lot of birds. The landscape, the canyon is beautiful. I do have one question about that canoe though. It was a dug out canoe. One piece of wood, one tree that was dug out from. Yeah, there are no trees around here that big at all. So I don't know where he came from. I don't know if he came from the mainland and brought that canoe with him, because it's only 3 miles across the channel right here. So he could have easily got that across from the mainland with no worries. But it was really cool. It's Sunday morning. We were just leaving Kalita, Nopolo. We had a great night's sleep. The boat was nice and calm, which was really great because the night before we didn't sleep much. The boat was rocking around a little bit. It was a beautiful, beautiful place. We were hoping to sail, but it looks like it's gonna be more of a motor sail because not much wind. And when I say motor sail, in fact, when most sailors say they're motor sailing, yeah, they're just motoring with the sail up. They're really not sailing at all. They ought to just say, I have a motorboat. Because that's what we currently have today, is a motorboat with auxiliary sails. That's us for the next, I don't know, 4 hours, because if we motor, we can make 5.5 knots. Admiral Jessica's at the wheel right now.
At least I'm actually steering.
For a few more minutes, and I bet the autopilot comes on, because we're pretty lazy sailors.
Why are you looking at my ugly toes? The joys of sailing, you lose all your toenails.
We have motor sailed all day. Hell, I'm lying. We dropped the main hours ago because it was just flogging around. We've been motoring all day. Another hour to go or so. We are about there though.
Welcome to Puerto's Los Gatos. It is the Mexican version of Moab. We're gonna go check out the Red Rock.
Well, we heard rumor that if you walked up the Aurora a little ways, there's some caves up here that at one point had mountain lions in them a long time ago. They called them pumas. So, as usual, we just took off, walked up the Aurora, then we ran into this road. And now we're just walking up the road, hoping that maybe we'll run into some caves. This may just end up being our daily exercise, which I desperately need. So, either way, it's fine. Although it's pretty scorching hot out here. Yeah. When we got up the beach, you could see the heat waves radiating off the land here.
And it's only April.
It is only April like 3rd or something. It's supposed to get a lot hotter around here. I think we're gonna melt. There's these fish camps everywhere, but they also have homes somewhere in a bigger city, or at least a larger town. And they come out and they spend a couple weeks at a time out here fishing and, you know, working for a living, and then they go home for a week or so and they come back out. There are some that do live in towns that fish right from their towns. They're home every night and they pack the fish up in these ice trucks, and once a week they ship them to like La Paz or somewhere to go to the fish markets. That's how most of these guys out here in the middle of nowhere make their living. This, I'm thinking, is the toilet.
Oh, that's a toilet.
I'm still gonna show you though, because I know you're dying to see. Looks like they buried a 50-gallon drum, is what it looks like, and they're using that as their toilet when they're here for the couple weeks or however long they're here for. So apparently we have sailed 2,000 miles in the last 6 months to end up at a place that we could have drove 2 hours south in our car from our hometown. I feel like I'm in Moab, sitting on the slick rock. The only difference is at home, there's no ocean going right to the slick rock. This is amazingly gorgeous. It is very pretty out. The rock, it is seriously just like the sandstone in Utah, in southern Utah. And we never found those caves, by the way. Kind of failed, gave up, went for a while, never found anything. So now we're gonna hike to the top of this mountain over here. There's a cross at the top. We're gonna go check out the view from there. And that's our reward. This beautiful, beautiful view.
Quite spectacular.
Yeah, it's pretty out. It's gorgeous. Wow. We're in this beautiful bay next to the slick rock. There's only one other boat here in the anchorage. It's just kind of us. The sun's about to go down. It's amazing. The Sierra de Giganta mountain range is off to the kind of the south of us here. It's a pretty rugged mountain as well. It's like the Tetons up by Yellowstone and stuff. They are ragged and jagged and steep and all just cliffs. The beautiful stranded rocks.
But all desert, cacti and devil thorns.
Yeah, there are no trees.
Rugged.
It is rugged and barren and desolate, which also makes it very beautiful. We're pretty lucky to be here. That was probably it for Puerto Los Gatos. We never did find the caves, the Puma Caves this place is named after. We did manage to hike to that cross, which was good. We found a second set of cairns. View up there was amazing. I think we're gonna paddleboard back and I don't know, listen to some music, maybe have some drinks, watch the sunset. Tomorrow we are going to raise anchor and head on up the coast.